This is the second part of Chapter 7 of SST, United Nations. In this part, I am going to explain the remaining organs of United Nations, that means the Economic and Social Council, Secretariat, International Court of Justice, the five agencies of United Nations, then what are its achievements and what remained the role of India till today. So first of all, the Economic and Social Council. Economic and Social Council, its main function is to fill the gap between the rich and the poor country, because children, as we already know that any country can be the member of United Nations if its goal is to maintain peace at the world level. It provides funds to the needy countries, because even India has got funds during this pandemic time, this COVID-19 time. Many countries have been provided fund to fight this pandemic situation, and it aims to improve the health, education, and even it works to control the population of various countries by suggesting different methods, by helping different methods to the countries. Even it is helping India and China, the most populous countries of the world, to control the population, and the birth rate has come down. So now next is the secretariat. As the name indicates, children, the secretariat, its function is to take care of the day-to-day working of the United Nations. As many countries are member of United Nations, so few languages has been approved as the official languages of the United Nations. So Secretariat work is to interpret speeches and transmit documents in the official languages of United Nations. Then it has to take care of the peacekeeping operation. It mediates in international disputes. That means if disputes are between the countries, then its work is to organize conferences also, so that different member countries can meet and they can discuss their issues. The head of the secretariat is known as the Secretary General, whether it's a male or a female. The period for their appointment is 5 years. So, Secretariat. Next, we come to ICJ, that means International Court of Justice. Acronym for it is ICJ. Children, it's a judicial organ of the country. Now, as we know that we are having different courts in India. High courts are there, Supreme Court is there, lower courts are there, district courts are there. So, this International Court of Justice, we can call it as a world court also. The matters at the world level of a country is having any dispute or any problem with the other country, then those matters have been taken care in the International Court of Justice. Its headquarters is in Hague, Netherlands, and it also acts as an advisor for the countries which are its member. Like the case of Kulbhushan Jadhav, Indian Navy officer, who has been uh, given the death penalty by Pakistani military court. So when India approached International Court of Justice for the same matter, ICJ suspended its death penalty, and International Court of Justice is also looking into the same matter, and it has ordered Pakistani court to review the entire process. Okay, so next we move on to agencies of United Nations. United Nations is having 5 agencies. Few more agencies are there that I will tell you later. UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO, FAO, ILO. All these are acronyms. Now we will study about each. First of all, UNESCO. Full form of UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Its headquarters is in Paris, France. It deals with the issues of education, culture and science, so that it can move ahead for its main goal, that means to maintain peace at the world level. And for this, it prefer dialogue with the different member countries, and it tries to have a mutual understanding on any issue of dispute without war, because UNESCO's main purpose is to prevent wars. Okay, so it promotes cultural heritage and protects natural and cultural heritage. Now children, we are having 5 agencies of United Nations. All the agencies are having their own logos, and there is a means you can say why a particular logo has been selected for one particular agency. So this is very interesting to know. I will try to make a video in which I will tell you what are the from where and what are the ideas behind to select a particular logo for one particular agency. But in this video I can't cover this topic. United Nations Children's Fund. Children, we can call it as, if I go with acronym, U United, N Nations, I International, C Children's, E Emergency, and F Fund. But if I cut short the name, or even we can call it as United Nations Children's Fund. And children, one more thing, whenever we have to write down the full form for acronym, so the letters which have been used in the acronym while writing the full form, that particular letter will be capital U, N, C, F, like this. UNICEF is for the children. If you see its a logo, the logo is having a picture of mother and a child. UNICEF stands for every child everywhere. Undaunted by war, disaster, disease or distance, UNICEF staff work day in and day out to reach the most disadvantaged children. Maybe they have children who have lost their parents due to wars or any kind of natural calamity or any kind of disease, even like presently COVID-19 situation, UNICEF is taking care of the children. UNICEF duty is to provide vaccines to the children, provide them nutrition if they are undernutrition. Its duty is to provide clean water and sanitation. Then it has to impart quality education to every child of every country. And in case of need, it arranges for the emergency relief. And UNICEF's role is also very important in bringing down the death rate among children. Okay, and this work is being done by different organizations which work under UNICEF. Its role is very important. Next, we come to the World Health Organization. Now, during this pandemic present scenario, WHO is working a lot because WHO shoulders a responsibility of health of complete world. Daily it is giving messages and guiding the doctors and other medical agencies at the world level how to prepare the vaccine, how to fight, which precautions they have to take care, and even about the new COVID-19 strain which just has been found out in UK. So it spreads awareness. Among people to prevent spread of disease, encourages healthcare, it aids government of different countries, and it works day in and day out. The health workers, doctors, nurses and other health workers who are working day in, day out, working very hard 24/7 to fight the disease, it's WHO's duty to equip them, to provide them every kind of assistance, whether medicines, whether equipments or information regarding new drugs. Next comes the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO. Its headquarters is in Rome. It's, as the name indicates, food and agriculture. That means it deals with the hunger and malnutrition. at the world level, no country, no citizen remain hungry, and he must get proper and healthy nutritious food. It advised government for the new techniques of farming so that farmers can have good crop by adopting new methods, and its duty is to fight any plant disease or any animal disease. In case of need, it also distributes food to the poor people in all the parts of the world. Next is the International Labour Organization, that means United Nations Organization, through its agency ILO, also works to improve the condition of the working class, that means the labor class. If they are having any dispute with the government or with the employers, then ILO, it will assist them, it will provide them with the information, or it will try to solve the dispute of the laborers with the government of a particular country or whatever it is. And it aims to improve working conditions also, so the working conditions of labor class must improve, their living conditions must improve. And it was founded in October 1919. This ILO was founded with the League of Nations, that means League of Nations was founded after First World War, and United Nations Organization was founded after Second World War. But ILO was founded with the first, that means League of Nations, and then it has been also included into the United Nations Organization. So this is an oldest specialized agency of United Nations. Next is the other agencies of United Nations. UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and its role is to provide technical and financial help. Technical and financial help. Then we talk about ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, and it has to manage air traffic and international fare among countries. Then Universal Postal Union, it has to formulate policies and postal charges, like we are having post offices, postal charges for the international mails. Now, what are the achievements of United Nations? Achievements, the biggest United Nations after World War II. There is no World War III. So, it remained successful in bringing peace in the world. United Nations could solve many disputes between many countries. And presently, we are having disputes with China and Pakistan also. And United Nations Organization is with India. The biggest achievement of United Nations is that it has bring about disarmament and shuns misuse of nuclear weapons. None of the country has used a nuclear weapon like nuclear weapons were used during World War II, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So these are the achievements of United Nations. And if we talk about India, India is founder member of United Nations. Here this N is small, it should be capital. So children, please take care. United Nations, U and N both will be capital. And India has sent many times its peacekeeping force to other countries in the case of need. And it has provided relief to many countries in case of any country struck by natural disaster, maybe floods, maybe drought, maybe any other volcanic eruptions or any earthquake, etc. So India remained uh, at the front to send them the relief measures. And we already know that India is a strong supporter of peace. So children, with this your chapter finishes, and I will try to make another video to explain you the interesting facts about the logo which has been used for the agencies of United Nations. Bye.